Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at Mad World Tarot. And today is a very special day. It is Prince George's 12th birthday. I have the Radiant Tarot on the tarot table for this one. It's a very royal tarot deck. It's got very positive energy, this particular tarot deck. We're going to have a look at Prince George. We're going to ask how he's doing. We're going to ask how the family's doing today. They are, according to rumour, on a cruise around the Greek Isles on a luxury yacht. Very nice for them. And of course, 12 is a milestone birthday for Prince George. Beautiful photo released of him, and also some video footage released of him interacting with his younger siblings. And he's turning into a fine-looking young man, quite the pin-up. So, as I say, a big milestone for him. And also, in terms of royaling, a big milestone, because at the same age, according to journalists who reported on the royal family at the time, Prince William was forced to travel on his own away from the rest of the family to preserve the line of succession and all of that. And now there's talk that Prince George is going to have to do the same thing, or that at least the king is concerned enough about the family, the dwindling family, to be in some conflict with Prince William about this. Prince William, of course, is a helicopter pilot, and he does fly the family around all together in the same helicopter. It did concern the late Queen. It's apparently worrying King Charles. Prince William saying, nah, I'm going to carry on doing this my way. But we're just going to have a little look at that, because it struck me when I was reading these stories today that this must have been a very difficult experience for Harry. Jealousy, we know, runs in his veins. And to realize that his brother was so important that he had to get his own helicopter or his own whatever, and has been had to go with the cook and the chambermaid. I'm being snarky, of course. It might have been rather one of those key moments in Harry's life that set him off on the path that he's on now. A very bad path, a very negative path, some might say. So we're going to have a bit of a look at that in this reading. I think there's a lot of energy in these cards. I haven't used them for a while. The Radiant Tarot. Can't remember if I showed you the deck. Yes, I did. Let's remind you, it's tarot. It's for fun and entertainment. It's all opinions, all speculation, and of course, just read energy here, and disclaimer in the box below. Prince George on his 12th birthday. How is he? How's the family? We're going to have a look at the travel plans. We're going to ask how he feels about maybe traveling separately, and is he safe? And then we're going to ask about William and Harry and their experiences of the same thing way back when, a very long time ago now. We have Snoring Dog here, and we have the Ace of Wands as our underlying energy in this reading. Very powerful card, the Ace of Wands. It's very dynamic, it's very charismatic, it's light, it's radiance. This is the Radiant Tarot, and a very positive tarot deck for me, very positive energy that comes through this tarot deck. And there he is. This is his moment. This is a formative moment for Prince George. It's newness. The aces represent newness, and this is where almost the flame is passed, the torch, that's the right word. The torch is passed from father to son. Now it's your turn. You are going to be the one that all eyes are on. It's not negative. I don't mean it negatively, but around the same time, we were just beginning to realize that Prince William might turn into quite the pin-up himself. And, you know, I'm being a bit basic about things, but he was an exciting injection of energy into the royal family. They weren't known necessarily for being exciting. And here we have a potential energy with that Ace of Wands of a new and exciting energy in the royal family. And of course, all bitterness and jealousy in Montecito watching this. And I mean Harry, not herself, who warned us all those years ago, or told us all those years ago, that he only had so much time in the limelight before he was elbowed out the way by Prince George. Here it is. the torch being handed to Prince George. And so situation on this 12th birthday, and we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Some sadness there. And I guess that is for the family of the grandmother who's not around. Princess Diana, of course, the Queen of Cups. To see Prince George growing up like this into this fine young man. He looks like he's really taking to the role as best he can for someone who's probably quite shy and introverted, and doing his best. And as I say, the mantle is now settling on him, this Ace of Wands, and no Princess Diana to watch us. I'm sure it's a sad day as well as a celebratory day. There's just that undercurrent of sadness, and I'm sure that undercurrent of sadness is there always on family occasions like this. So let's see how he's doing on his 12th birthday. And we got the 7 of Wands in reverse, feeling quite exposed and vulnerable. And he's at that awkward age. It's perfectly understandable. I wouldn't take this card too seriously. Just he's at that preteen kind of age, awkward age, about to mature, and it's going to be seen in front of everybody when you least want to be visible. There you are on the public stage, and he, I think, would rather that nobody knew it was his 12th birthday. Nobody saw him again till he was about 30 years old. It's that kind of energy, and I don't blame him at all. Awkward age that he's in now, and handling it all seemingly very well at this point. And we keep referencing, well, I do, the energy keeps referencing the uncle in Montecito, who at this age was behaving very badly by all accounts. And this was before Mummy Diana had passed, and he was already problematic. So I'm just saying, I'm comparing and contrasting because why not? And so how's the family doing? They're on their cruise, they're on their summer holiday. 9 of Wands, they've pulled up the drawbridge. They're protecting themselves from the world. It's a private moment. 9 of Wands is putting a boundary around yourself and making sure that you close ranks and you keep yourselves to yourselves. Apparently it's all over the Greek press that the royals are there. But we're not seeing it, not unless you go digging to find the stuff. And so very protective energy, that lion there that's got that wall around them. They want to have as much privacy and as much family time as they possibly can. Harry was the one who said he didn't know how much time was left. Time may be short, we don't know. For them as a family to have these private and intimate moments, these very special moments, just the parents and the children, far, far away from the realities that they are facing as working royals in this dwindling royal family. So let's have a look at this travel situation. I'm calling it flying solo. How does Prince George feel about the fact that he might have to fly on his own from the age of 12 or very soon anyway? Is he nervous about it? How does he feel about it? 10 of Wands. It doesn't like this at all. Not something he relishes. It's a terrible burden. Being separated from your family at 12. Everyone else has to go in a car together or whatever, a plane or yacht or whatever, I don't know. I mean, you're on your own. And it's a very lonely card for me as a reader, that 10 of Wands. He really doesn't want it. And if there is reluctance from Prince William to make this happen, that's according to the Rota, the royal reporters, then there may be reasons. There may be reasons in Prince George's own character, and there may be reasons to do with how Prince William experienced this at precisely the same age. Also a sensitive soul. So let's see, is he safe? I don't like to ask this question, but I feel that I must. Is he all right? And I've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We're not worried about him. I think the ongoing concern in this family is for the Princess of Wales. That's her energy, the Queen of Pentacles. She's always the Queen of Pentacles. She's an earth sign. She's a Capricorn. It's her coming through. That's the mother. That's the foundation of the home. That's the stability that the home is built, the rock that the home is built upon. And we've got 2 queens in reverse here. There is the Queen of Cups, that's Diana, and there is the Queen of Pentacles, that's Catherine. The anxiety in this little family is, of course, her ongoing health. She's looking wonderful at the moment. She looks like she's in good spirits. She looks like she's in good health. Something like she's been through. It's always going to be a bit of a shadow in your mind. And so I think that is where the concern is. I'm not saying that it's actually a real reason to be concerned, but it is a shadow over them as a family. Two shadows to do with two very significant mother figures in this family. Understand it all? Lots of wands here. Isn't it interesting how all these wands are coming through, this fiery energy, this very dynamic and charismatic energy. So final little column in this reading, we're going to look at how William and Harry experienced these travel arrangements when they were the same age, relatively, more or less, as George now, Prince George. So how was it for Prince William? How was he experienced? Suddenly at 12, you're on your own. Six of Pentacles in reverse. He felt it was very unfair. He felt he was being asked to do something that was difficult for him, a big ask, something he didn't feel ready for, didn't feel prepared for. Six of Pentacles is about balance and equanimity and equilibrium and reciprocity, and everybody having a fair share of something, a fair share of the burden. And it's in reverse. So he felt like he was being asked to carry a huge burden that he wasn't ready for. And I think we can understand that 10 of Wands a little bit better, and Prince William's reticence to make George travel on his own a little bit better as well. Maybe a year or two at Eton or wherever he's going to go, and then they can start to do it. But right now it seems like he's not ready for it. How did Prince Harry feel when this was laid down as the new regime, and he was made to feel, well, we can ask how he reacted to Prince William being singled out and separated because he was special. How did Harry feel? King of Swords in reverse. He really didn't like it, and I think it made him quite jealous and resentful. It doesn't take a tarot reader to say that. We know his character quite well now because he wrote about it all in Spare. But the King of Swords is calculating and strategic and shrewd and wise, and it's a security card as well. The King of Swords, it's police and spies and government and all of that kind of stuff. And in reverse, it tells me that Harry felt that he wasn't being given enough protection, enough attention from these people, these very important people, that he was just somehow sidelined. He was the spare. And it's a big card, the King of Swords in reverse. It has potential for resentment. It has potential for feeling left out and feeling that someone else was being given special treatment and he wasn't. So I do think it was a formative experience for him, and it set his mind on a certain path of resentment. That, of course, is my opinion. You are welcome to experience this quite differently, but that's the way the energy is coming through for me. So there's a birthday boy, a very, very key moment in his life. He's got his own issues here, as typical of a 12-year-old, apart from some 12-year-olds that I know. But I think this is not surprising energy. What is surprising that's shown up in this reading? Although not surprising, they're just there. The Queen of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The shadow that's in this little family. It's not the shadow of traveling separately. It's the shadow of these very, very important women in their lives that have been through very difficult times in very difficult ways. That has shown up very profoundly in this reading. So there you have it. Happy birthday, Prince George, and see you in the next reading.